Hi everyone, welcome to our next picture from this season's series. This is our summer pictures from Hanna Karlzon's book, and we have a gemstone to do today, which can be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm up for the challenge. I hope you are too. So I thought we could use some greens on this one. I rather like a sort of greeny gemstone. I'm going to start with the dark green. Now with the gemstones, I find that a bluey green that hasn't got a milky type tone can sometimes be a little bit easier to start with. So I'm using this deep cobalt green, which is very dark. And I'm just thinking about where is it going to be dark. Now I'm thinking this is our top surface here. So I'm thinking this is going to be lightest and these edges are going to be darker. That's how I'm going to colour it. So I'm going to make this one really dark down here and just fade it up a little bit, and the same here. But I'm going to vary it a bit by not doing that one darker, but this one. We're going to use a selection of colours, so we'll add to it. I don't want to just do every other one, so this one I'll do a little bit there. And then maybe this one I'll actually do completely dark like that. So I left just a tiny bit of white on the edge. So that's me starting. I might go back to that pencil, I might not. So I'm going to next use my dark phthalo green. Okay, we'll work through our phthalo greens. I'm going to go over the top of this one and just take that colour all the way up to the top of that section, leaving a little white bit at the top like that. This one I'm going to do the same, but not take it quite all the way up. Then I'm going to do a bit here. This time all the way like that. I'm going to leave, no, I think I better go over that one. I can't just go over it in the phthalo because I think it'll be too much of a sudden colour change. There we go. Now we'll go to the normal phthalo. Just trying to find it. My pencil has been moved around. Yeah, here it is. Phthalo green. Now let's finish off some of these areas. Let's take this one up to the top. Let's fill in the whole of this one with the phthalo green. Just sort of fade it up. So I'm just putting more colour nearer the bottom. This one I'm going to fade up too. A bit on here and a bit on there. Like that. Now still think about this top. Now I'm wondering about this line that goes around here. Right, now our light phthalo green is more of a milky colour, which is what I said I tend not to do much of. I'm just going to use it in a few areas. Like that. Now the top, I'm going to do a really light layer of this all over the top to start with. Okay, then I'm going to get a phthalo green. Oops, I dropped it on the page. Luckily it didn't draw. And I'm going to I'm holding it quite near the end. I'm going to do some directional colouring across here. Fade like that, and then I'm going to do a bit more here. This one's going to be a bit darker and then fade. Okay, so it looks like it's sort of catching the light on the top. Now we're going to need to fiddle around with our white pen. So we have our Gellyroll 10. Now I feel like this line here is supposed to be shine. Now as I blank it out with my pen, it's actually going to probably just disappear and not look too much like shine, because I've drawn my shine on this way. Hopefully it still looks shiny and gemstone like. So just trying to erase that. like that. Now you can still see it a little bit. Now I feel like this line would also be totally erased. This is where it gets a bit tricky with your gemstones. Where do you erase and where do you not? I'm going to erase all of it. Oh, my pen wants to stop working. Sometimes you have to go back and forth a little bit to get the paint out. Now these ones that are going down the side, I feel like they might just fade down a bit, so it might not be they might be a little bit darker at the bottom, where we sort of want to be able to see them a little bit. Like that. Let's have a think. Do we erase every black line? I'm not sure that I want to do that. Because it's sort of showing us the edge of the gemstone, but that black line is quite thick. I know. I get a smaller pen. Where's the 05? Oh, here it is. I'm going to use the 05. Oops, and I'm going to do some erasing, but you will see the 05 doesn't take out the whole of the black. And I think it will just take it out to a certain extent, which will be, so it shows a bit, because I don't want it completely deleted, but I don't want it, I have to just scribble with my pen. The 05 nib blocks quite easily because it's so thin, which is completely understandable. That's why you don't get thin nibs on a glitter pen. So you can still see a little bit of those edges through. Okay, I am, let me think, am I going to do that bottom edge? Yes. What I'm going to do along here is just make it a little bit thinner if I can. I like it there because it's dark pencil, but where the pencil is a bit lighter, like on the top here, I'm just going to take it away a little bit and then observe it and see whether I think it's working. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it at the bottom as well, or it's going to look a little odd. Just a little bit, so it doesn't, so it looks like that isn't the print, but there we go. Now around our stone we've got these circles. Now I'm assuming there's supposed to be some sort of glow coming from the stone. I think I'm going to white them out. Maybe I've got a bit of pencil there, I just noticed. I'll erase that in a minute. Are we still in shot? Are they all in shot? Yeah. Erase and erase. And I haven't totally taken it back. I need that to dry a little bit. I'm just going to find my eraser and erase that bit of pencil. I don't know how much that shows up on camera, but there. It's not going to erase fully. In fact, my eraser has decided it's going to deposit some red pencil on the page instead. Great. So now I'm going to choose a green to do these little dots. I think I'll use the phthalo green, the sort of mid one, because it'll just sort of tie up with all of it then. And I'm going to try to put it down on top of that white as well. Now you could put a bit of sparkly pen on these if you wanted. I might do that, just to make them look a little bit more interesting and exciting. So I've got this one, this is my Sakura Gellyroll. And this just is number 700, and it just is basically glitter glue. You could put this all over the gemstone as well, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it on those little dots. I don't know how much these show up. I'm trying to make them sparkle. It's quite odd light in here today, so I think if I tipped it upwards I would, but my pencil tin is resting on the book, so I'm not going to. But there we go, there is our gemstone. It's not perfect, but I'm quite pleased with it. I'm still learning how to do them, but yeah, I think that's okay. So thank you very much for watching. Have a super day and happy colouring.